Are you a South African musician trying to figure out how much you make per radio play from SAMRO? Welcome to this episode where I plan on demystifying just that. Cue the intro. What's up, it's your boy Skill from SkillMusicSA.com and welcome to my channel where I share information with my fellow South African musicians to help them improve on their music business. If this sounds interesting to you, please do consider subscribing as I do have other videos I think you will find informative. In this video, I plan on showing you exactly how much you make when your music is being played on radio or played on TV in terms of royalties from SAMRO. Now, depending on where your music is being played, you are entitled to a royalty from either SAMRO, SAMPRA, Capasso, or a combination of all three of these CMOs. But in terms of SAMRO, SAMRO has made a unit rates sheet where you can calculate how much royalties you have generated each time your song has been played by one of these licensed users. Now, each licensed user does not pay the same amount. It is based on how much revenue that they earn in each year, and each radio station or TV station, that amount changes each year based on the previous year's profits. Now, I'm going to show you how to get the unit rates each year and basically calculate or estimate how much money you have generated from royalties in terms of SAMRO. I'm going to head to my PC and show you exactly how to do that. What's up? So the very first thing that you want to do is go to the portal.samro.org.za. I've done several tutorials on how to register with the portal, but you have to be a SAMRO member, obviously. Okay, and then once you have signed in, on the left hand side of the menu, you go to where it says documents. Okay, and there is a document, click on unit rates. Unit rates are basically, and this is the latest one, 16th of February 2021. Unit rates are basically how much each radio user pays. You download it, it's a CSV file, so it will open up automatically in Excel. Okay, and this is how it shows up when you open it in Excel. So the very first thing that I want to explain is the categories at the top, and explain how to go about calculating how much you make for each song. Okay, the category name, this is the name of the radio station, basically. The distribution cycle tells you the year that you will be getting royalties. So since we are in 2021, let's filter out everything and just keep 2021. So I'm going to click on the drop down to filter. I'm going to remove everything and just keep 2021. Press OK. Okay, much better. As you can see, the duplicates are gone because you've removed the other years. This distribution type, RNG, is for radio in general. So I'm going to do this example for radio. You can do the same for TV, but TV hasn't been, well, TV at the time of this document hadn't been paid. TV actually got paid sometime in March. So there should be another one, an updated one that shows up here. But anyway, and then calculated unit value. This is in rands per second. So for every second your song is played on radio, you should generate some money. So now let's do an example. Okay, let's say you have a song. The very first thing is you want to get your song out. So let's say you have a song called Family First, like I do. Go stream Family First. It's on Apple Music and Spotify. Just thought I'd say that. Okay, and your song is about 3 minutes and, well, let's make it 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, you have to change the 2 minutes and 30 seconds to just seconds. Okay, so you say for every second there's 60, for every minute there's 60 seconds, so 60 times 2 plus the 30 seconds. This is 150 seconds. That's how long Family First is. Okay, so this is in seconds. Okay, so now my Excel is my decimal point, the comma is in, it's in commas, not in full stop, so I have to change that. How do you change that? You say Control F to find everything. You might not have this issue, but I always do. So you find all the commas and then you replace them with full stops and change them with commas. Replace all. Okay, so there's 49 radio stations that are licensed on, or shown on this sheet. Okay, so now what you want to do is you want to multiply if your song is played once. Okay, if your song is played once. Okay, you want to multiply the unit value, multiply it by the seconds. Okay, and this is how much you are generating. Let's make it currency. This is how much you're generating for every time your song is played on a radio station. So you can actually copy that and go all the way to the bottom. As you can see, like, oh, my bad. Make this 150 instead of absolute reference, but anyway, 150. Okay, so now you see the unit values every time your song is being played. Now you realize that if your song is being played once, there's only a few radio stations where you'll actually get your royalties first time. So your song actually has to play multiple times. So let's say your song plays 5 times. 5 times, okay? Then you can track how many times your song is being played on radio by using a platform called Warm Music. I'll leave an affiliate link in the description below, but it tracks your radio plays. If you have issues with that, you can contact me. I also do my own private service for radio tracking. But let's say your song is played 5 times. You multiply the unit value by 5. And this, if your song is played 5 times, this is how much you generate. Okay, for each song. So let's do another example. How you want to basically calculate, let's say, how many times does my song need to play in order for me to get the 100 Rand threshold for SAMRO. So what you can do is say equals 100, and then you divide it by the unit rates. 0.34. Okay, this is not a, it's just a number. Okay, let's make it 1 decimal place. So, okay, I'm gonna remove all that. This is how many times your song actually has to play on a specific radio station in order for you to get the 100 Rand threshold. So as you can see, the SABC radio stations, like the SABC radio stations pay a lot of money. Impact Radio, like, the smaller this number, the better it is for you to basically break the 100 Rand threshold for SAMRO. So I'm actually surprised some of these radio stations I've never pitched to, but my music doesn't actually match them. Like, my music isn't for them. Metro seems to be a good viable hip hop option. Kaya FM pays 15 times. Kaya is quite a low one too. So that's basically how you calculate it. You change the song from minutes and seconds just to seconds. You multiply your song out by the unit rate, and then you multiply whatever value you get by how many times it plays on radio. That is basically how you calculate how much royalties you're generally earning. I actually set up this sheet just before the radio payouts, and then if there's a huge discrepancy, then I contact SAMRO. But if it's a couple of, like, if it's less than a couple, if it's like a couple of hundreds or a couple of tens off, then I just leave it. That's a good way to make sure that you know what to expect at the end of every year. You can basically know, okay, this is how much roughly I can expect, especially if you're tracking your radio plays. But that concludes this part for now. Now, it's very important to know that you have to have broken the 100 Rand threshold to start earning royalties from SAMRO. The second thing is you also have to be a member. So if you haven't registered yet, I will leave a video over here so you know exactly how to register yourself and get onto the SAMRO portal. But that concludes this video, and I hope you found it informative. If you did, please hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, as I do have other videos I think you will find informative. I'd also like to remind you that I have a digital course titled Understanding Music Publishing in South Africa. The course is only 100 Rand and it breaks down how you generate royalties from SAMRO, Capasso, Sampra, and Resale Audiovisual. But that concludes this video, and until next time, Skilligan the Hooligan signing out.